Cracker over for the team one. We got Cracker there. We got us Suck Please Doc. What a name, dude. We got Triple Poly. We got Jada back here as well as, what is your name? It is, oh, Sugar Mommy. Wait, it's Sugar Mommy. His name is Sugar Mommy. It took me a second to really get through the letters because it's like, well, that definitely like does not roll off my tongue easily. But literally his name is Sugar Mommy. Was Suck gonna be first up? I actually want to see Sugar Mommy play now. What the hell? Stun on for Suck. Does go for the trinket. Goaris taking huge damage out of the sub rogue. Evasion up right now. Does go for a gouge for a second. Goaris with a trinket out of a gouge, maybe putting himself in a wide, rough spot. Death and Decay, putting Suck out in the open. He does have a vanish in case he needs to finish out onto Goaris. Might just be able to take it here. He's got the strikes. He's got the eviscerates. He might have the damage here. Cheap shot for a moment. Is it enough though? He just one more good hit. Does get a one more strike that he needs. With Tama going to be up next. Smoke bomb down. Try to see if he can catch him. Sap. That Sap with a bit of the line of sight that Smoke bomb creates. That is very, very good for Suck Please Doc. What is it? Wait, it's not Doc. Okay, I'm not even gonna extrapolate what that name is supposed to be. But does end up taking out the DK either way though. Well done, well done. Eyes are not available, so he's actually in a perfect spot. I'm pretty sure they're going online in 2 seconds though, right? And by 1 and 1.5 and 2. No. Yo, no, actually no, they are. It's just a little delayed for like a second. But yeah, they're up right now. And for Suck, he's actually going to back up out of there. He knows Tom is going to pick up the eyes. And I think the Rogue is probably going to wait and wait until all cooldowns are available. He might have to play it slow and steady. Tom is careful. I don't know if Tom is watching the stream too, but he would be aware that the Rogue is nowhere nearby. I actually wonder how many of you guys do watch the stream just to be like peeking. Like, am I surrounded by a Rogue? No? Okay, I'll pick up the eyes now. But he doesn't realize that the Rogue is actually just hanging out in their team cubbyhole. Unless somebody feeds him that knowledge, unless somebody tells him about it, he's not ever gonna know. And the Rogue got cooldowns back, so I think he's feeling more adventurous. Oh, he is watching the stream. Okay. He's trying to at least get some knowledge. There's a slight delay though. By slight, I mean, it's a long enough where you're not gonna be able to find the guy. Trinket out of the Rogue, full burst is up right now. He does end up living it. Trinket is trying to see if he can reverse the damage back on Tama. Tama with a greater invis just to give himself a bit of DR. Nova and down the Rogue into place, but it's going to be a back-to-back blinks. Rogue staying on him as best as possible with Seps. Got himself a Cloak of Shadows. Vanishes could potentially be out next. Tama does have a lot of health that he's able to recover with a big burst of heal without alter time. Breath onto the Rogue. Try to go for a poly to see if himself a proper setup. He has the poly that heals the Rogue, which is unfortunate. But a Frostfire Bolt together with a Flurry could potentially be a lot of damage. Drop it down a Meteor. Rogue takes damage. He's a Smoke Bomb. He's not completely out of the woods with a Frost Orb right next to him. Blizzard trying to see if he can avoid those step. Over to Tama. Goes in for a blind, but the image is actually swinging around the corner and they might actually keep the Rogue in combat. That Sap though, him being able to avoid Tama long enough to catch a Sap in between of like the little spire things and a tombstone. That was dope. I like that a lot. Tama had to pick up another set of eyes right now and Sup. He's just hanging out by the corner. If you're careful, you should be able to see him. Trinket, breath to follow. He has no answer. If you got a full stun combo on him, I think it might be lights for Rogue. Ring of Fire, everything is up. Do you have the full combo? Ray of Frost, everything is available. Full Shatter, does have a vanish. I think you need to delay the Ring of Fire there, yeah? Because the Ring of Fire is good, but I feel like you just need to go into immediate range, just get the most damage out. Meteor down. Blaze does take a bit of damage though. Oh! That burst though! I was thinking for a second like, wait, Tama is okay, right? He still has a block? And the Rogue just got a fat crit there with an eviscerate! Oh! I stood there for a second, I was just like, wait, hold on, this is fine, right? My brain froze for a second, I was just paying attention, I'm like, oh, health just gone. Sap to Elena. This Rogue brought business though, hold on a second. Здорово, хороший stream, здорово, дорог. Hey, how you doing, my man? You'll find a group of legacy. We'll have them up listed, I think, after this one. I think Cracker Faint is going to have some groups. Got him so full root onto Suck. He's going to try to see if he can evade it. Oh, if he's careful, The dark hole, the void knows where you are. You can't escape the void. You're literally escaping the shadows, and that's where the void sits in the shadows. It is his domain. You can't outrun it. That is very interesting. So as a shadow pit, if you're carefully watching where the void hole goes, the black hole goes, the void rift, I guess the word, you can know exactly where the rogue is at. He can't escape it, or at least it'll kind of like point you in the right direction, like a homing missile. Got himself a sap, so the rogue is at least able to escape the CC opener. Fear out of the priest immediately. Gouge, get a shot to follow. Maybe looking for disperse. It's a lot of damage out of the rogue. It's a ton of damage that goes disperse. Yeah, for a suck, he just have it played super slowly, super steady, trying to see if he can recover a little bit here. Stun onto the rogue. Does step back over to Elena. Has a cloak in case he needs to. There goes the cloak. Elena under a ton of pressure. Cannot really do a lot of healing. Trying to go for self-heals. Does get a juke out the rogue, but I don't know if it matters. The rogue still got so much damage. Root for a second. Blind onto Elena. Does drop down a dot on the rogue, but unless you have the full void rift and everything, smoke bomb to follow. Try to see if you can stay nearby. Maybe a sap. Elena needs a heal. Yeah, healing, but the sap on the rogue. That is so perfect. Smoke bomb, I think we just make the distance, man. You just gotta run out. That or Shadow Crash in there, force the rogue out of the smoke. Yeah, he's just gonna reset completely. Elena does not have a trinket or disperse for a while, so for Suck Peas, he's in a great spot right now. DFA, try to avoid the fear. Do you get to? No, he didn't even have a fear, I don't think. Stun, does have the rift, potentially big damage. But actually, the rogue could still take a lot of hits here. Hold on, doesn't enough though. Rogue got a bit of damage of his own, takes some damage himself as well. Elena, I don't know if they have enough health though. Barely any though. Hold on a second, you have a fear, 7 seconds, you have a root, anything to peel the rogue off you. Barely has the health. DPs, try to catch up, try to maintain. Rogue with advantage, does he just go in there? Oh, you don't want to shut it. Kick, juke a kick. You have a fear. You can set something up. Gouge, trinket, fear. Do you have a fear? Feared him. Hold on a second. Elena might have just won this. Unless the rogue got something up his sleeve. Kidney shot. Oh, disperse. Oh, what? Disperse was not up? I thought disperse was up. Never mind. Apparently the rogue does take it. It looked like disperse was up, but maybe I'm wrong on my end. Who's up next? Is it going to be Meredith? Meredith, yeah. Not Commander Meredith, dude. Where'd I hear that from? He's trying to step it, but the rogue can't go nowhere. Evasion, it only is a matter of time. He's trying to see if he can swing around with the Bladestone behind the rogue, but he's catching up a little bit of health. He has a Cloak of Shadows. You could use that as to evade Meredith a little bit. Blade, you're not going to be able to evade it unless you Cloak of Shadows. Does go for a kidney, trinket, blind. The rogue is still bleeding out, though. Has a cloak. Smoke bomb. Meredith Berserkers. Kinsha? Pretty sure they can. Yeah, the rogue does get away all those dots. Picking up the eyes immediately. If you're careful, unless you saw him walk in the room, that rogue is going to sit in a cubby hole and maybe even heal. Or just sit there. Yeah, just going to sit there. Yeah, dude, those cubbies, man. Those cubby holes at the start of the arena. Should they remove those or should they keep those? Because I feel like it's a nice little cheesy spot. But like, I feel like only class that really uses them so much is a rogue. Right? Because it just goes here and you can't find them. Literally can't find them. You have the eyes over the rogue, but like, did you pick up another eye or did it not spawn yet? I don't even know. But for a suck, that's a little full reset. Full reset. Meredith, this really comes down to you as well as Miza to take down this rogue, man. Unless he goes in for a full clean sweep. Kidney shot into Meredith. That is a full defensive out of the warrior, but still the rogue able to break past those defenses. And like it doesn't even matter. He's still able to do a ton of damage through the defenses. Those defenses mean nothing to this rogue at all. He's just absolutely cleaving right through. This guy is absolutely another level as a monster here. What is this damage? He just ignores the defensive. You pop the literally in rage regen while stunned. The rogue is like, I don't care. I'm just gonna cleave right through it. It doesn't matter. Missa gotta find a way to fight through him, please though, or suck. Why I call him please? It's sucker, please. Oh man, knock back by Missa, but he's still gonna get a stun. Full trinket lasso. So for Missa, he won't have any more CC or any more CC breakers. So it might be putting him in a weird spot here. Evasion for the rogue, wall for Missa. You gotta be very, very careful here. Very careful with the CC. Trying to go for a hex, he's not going to go for a kick. There's an opportunity for the rogue just to stay aggressive here. As Miza trying to catch up a little bit of damage of his own. If he can walk down the rogue for a second, he technically has enough damage to be able to make a big hits happen. Gouge, kidney shot. I knocked back on the rogue. Maybe if you stop his secret technique, that is still a lot of eviscerate damage. Miza able to go for a knockout, but a cheap shot. Oh, doesn't matter. This guy's a scoundrel. Oh, who is this dude? You know, I'm still surprised he did as much damage through a defensive with Fury Warrior. Literally ignored it. Literally ignored Fury Warrior's defenses. Like, what was that monstrous hits, dude? What was that? Let's go again.